What if I told you that sugar, the sweet comfort you crave, might be silently hijacking your brain, sabotaging your mood, and increasing your risk of depression, anxiety, and even cognitive decline, all while keeping you addicted? Welcome! If you've ever found yourself reaching for a sugary snack during a tough day, you're not alone. But what if that habit is doing far more harm than good? Today, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most controversial ingredients in our modern diet, sugar, and exposing why it's avoided by health experts, mental health professionals, and even top-performing athletes. This isn't just about weight gain or cavities. It's about how sugar affects your mind, your mood, and your mental resilience. Sugar has been deeply embedded in our culture, in celebrations, in comfort, in reward. But mounting scientific research reveals a darker side. From neuroinflammation to dopamine hijacking, sugar's impact goes far beyond empty calories. By the end of this video, you'll understand why avoiding sugar isn't a fad. It's a fight for your mental clarity and emotional stability. Let's start with your brain. Sugar activates the same reward centers as cocaine. That's not an exaggeration. Studies using brain scans have shown similar patterns of neural activation. This is why sugar feels so irresistible. It causes a dopamine surge, giving you that temporary high. But over time, your brain adapts, demanding more sugar to achieve the same feel-good effect. This leads to a destructive cycle. Craving, overeating, crash, craving again. Actionable tip: start recognizing patterns of emotional eating. When you crave sugar, ask, am I hungry or am I stressed, bored, or emotional? Try replacing the reward loop with a walk, herbal tea, or even a quick breathing exercise. Sugar isn't just a mood killer, it's a brain inflamer. Excessive sugar consumption triggers a pro-inflammatory response in your body. And guess what? Chronic inflammation is now strongly linked to conditions like depression, anxiety, and brain fog. Inflammation disrupts neurotransmitters and damages neural pathways. Your once sharp thinking, dull. Your calm demeanor, replaced with irritability and low mood. Actionable tip: combat inflammation by cutting back on added sugars and increasing anti-inflammatory foods like leafy greens, fatty fish, rich in omega-3s, berries, and turmeric. Ever felt unstoppable after a sugary drink, only to crash hard an hour later? That's not in your head. It's your blood sugar roller coaster in action. Simple sugars are absorbed rapidly, causing a spike in glucose levels. Your body responds by flooding insulin to bring things down. The result? A sudden drop, or crash, leaving you tired, cranky, and craving more sugar. These repeated spikes and drops are taxing on both your brain and mood. Actionable tip: stabilize your blood sugar by pairing carbohydrates with protein and healthy fats. Think apple and almond butter or oats with chia seeds and Greek yogurt. Sugar provides calories without nutrition, known as empty calories. Worse, high sugar intake can actually deplete your body of vital nutrients. Magnesium, B vitamins, and zinc, all crucial for mental health, are excreted faster when sugar intake is high. So even if you're eating relatively healthy meals, a sugar habit can undo your nutritional efforts. Actionable tip: prioritize nutrient-dense snacks, like trail mix, roasted chickpeas, or a boiled egg with hummus, to keep your brain nourished and satisfied. Sugar disrupts your gut microbiome, and that's a big deal. The gut is home to trillions of bacteria that influence your brain through the gut-brain axis. High sugar intake can reduce microbial diversity, feeding harmful bacteria and yeast, and causing gut dysbiosis. This imbalance is now associated with mood disorders, poor focus, and even autoimmune issues. Actionable tip: cut back on sugary drinks and opt for gut-healing foods like kefir, kimchi, and high-fiber vegetables like leeks, asparagus, and broccoli. Kefir, kimchi, high-fiber vegetables, leeks, asparagus, broccoli. High-sugar diets have been linked to reduced hippocampal function. That's the part of your brain critical for memory and learning. In one study published in Neuroscience, rats fed high-sugar diets showed impaired cognitive performance after just 1 week. In humans, consistent sugar overload can contribute to faster cognitive decline and is even being investigated as a risk factor in Alzheimer's. To protect your brain, aim for a diet rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and whole foods that support long-term memory and clarity. Sugar disrupts melatonin production and blood sugar stability, both of which are essential for deep, restorative sleep. That late-night ice cream or soda, it might give you a moment of comfort, but it can cause midnight wake-ups, racing thoughts, or early morning grogginess. Poor sleep worsens anxiety, depression, and decision-making, fueling a vicious cycle. Create a nighttime routine that avoids sugar at least 2 to 3 hours before bed. Opt for calming foods like a banana with nut butter or chamomile tea with honey. Sugar can mess with hormones like cortisol, insulin, and even estrogen, all of which play a role in your mental health. For example, spikes in insulin can increase cortisol, your body's stress hormone. This puts your system in a state of fight or flight, which can heighten anxiety and irritability. In women, sugar has also been shown to worsen symptoms of PMS and hormonal mood swings. Balance blood sugar to reduce hormonal turbulence by eating at regular intervals and minimizing refined carbs. The more sugar you eat, the more your body craves it. That's because sugar downregulates dopamine receptors, making natural pleasures like a walk or conversation less satisfying. Over time, this can lead to emotional numbness, motivation loss, and compulsive eating behaviors. It's not willpower, it's brain chemistry. Actionable tip: retrain your taste buds by doing a 7-day sugar detox. You'll be amazed how sweet fruit tastes when your system isn't overloaded. Let's be honest, quitting sugar isn't easy. Some people experience headaches, mood swings, and fatigue, but here's the good news. These symptoms are temporary, and your brain will begin to rewire for better balance, joy, and clarity. After just a few weeks off sugar, people report sharper focus, more stable moods, and renewed energy. Actionable tip: don't go cold turkey unless you're ready. Start by identifying your top sugar culprits and replacing one at a time. Use cinnamon, vanilla, or fruit to satisfy sweet cravings in healthier ways. Sugar may seem harmless, even comforting, but beneath the sweetness lies a long-term cost. From gut damage to mental fog, from hormonal imbalance to dopamine dysfunction, sugar impacts nearly every aspect of your mental health. But here's the power. You can choose what you put on your plate. You can say no to what hurts you and yes to what heals you. Small changes matter. One less soda, one more homemade meal, one mindful decision at a time. You deserve clarity, you deserve calm, and you deserve a brain that works for you, not against you. If this video opened your eyes to the sugar trap, give it a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people just like you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss our next video on powerful, science-backed tips for better mental health. Have you ever tried cutting out sugar? What did you experience? Drop your story in the comments. Your journey could inspire someone else. And for sugar-free recipes, resources, and a free printable sugar detox guide, check the link in the description below. Here's to freeing your mind and body from sugar. Thanks for watching.